Okay, there's that. And now we're streaming. And now we're live. Let's make sure. Go back to Facebook. Is Facebook the only way to get a hold of
I
you?
even took my chin off. My chin hairs.
All right, and we're live. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Vim.tv. We're live on Twitter. Hello, everybody. The sports nerds are back after having last week off. Elliot is here. I'm here. John is on his way. So is Mr. Ken. Bob is enjoying alcoholic beverages at a local bar, watching his Pittsburgh Steelers, so he will not be here tonight.
He's about to watch a lose.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing, bud?
What's up, Ken?
Good. Hey, what's up?
And how's the weather in Texas? You still wet, or you guys getting dried out up there?
We never were wet.
Really?
We didn't get any rain where I am.
Okay. Well, you're in Austin, so yes, that's true. You're in Austin, right?
Arlington.
Arlington. Duh. You're by Dallas. Okay.
Right.
North Texas.
No, we didn't get any rain.
Okay.
We got the clouds and everything, but that was it.
Houston got pounded.
Oh yes, they did. They almost always do.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we are week 3, and some interesting things are going on in the NFL.
Including another crappy Thursday night football game.
Yeah, including a crappy another Thursday night football, but the Detroit Lions are 3-0.
What the hell? The Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills are 3-0.
The Buffalo Bills are 3-0. John Olsen is one happy sumbitch. I'm telling you right now.
I know he is.
And he's got the New England Patriots coming to Orchard Park next week. They're both 3-0. Next week.
Yikes.
Yep.
It's on
at Buffalo next week. That's going to be an interesting game.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did I trade Barkley at the right time?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Barkley went out, and it looks like he might be out for a while. He's on crutches and a boot on the sideline right now.
He's probably going to be out about 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Gonna be on like Donkey Kong in Orchard Park next week.
Yep.
I traded him right after week 1. Probably going to be out about 6 to 8.
Yeah, probably.
And you see what Dalvin Cook is doing.
He's just going crazy.
Dalvin Cook is killing it, yo.
I'm glad he's finally getting to get some more looks like he did in college. It was off to a slow start, but he's picking up steam now.
Yes, he is. And it's good to see after he got injured last year. I was so happy to see he's doing well this year.
And then you seen I picked up who the hell did I pick up?
I don't know. Who'd you pick up?
Oh, what's his name? Sony Michel, Edelman, and Miles Sanders.
Hey, John.
Hi, I'll be back. I just had to clean an entire living room because my kid decided to dig in a pot. So there's.
Oh, it wasn't the dogs. It was your son.
No, it was a 2-year-old kid, and he decided to take handfuls of dirt and spread it all over his grandparents' white sofas. So, it's awesome. So I'll be like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Jiminy Christmas.
It wasn't a special occasion.
The wonder of having a toddler in the household. Memories. Memories.
A little bit of upholstery duty, huh?
Yep. Brett's in the house. Wayne Lynch is in the house. Hey, guys.
Wayne, what's up, man?
Brett, what you trying to give up, yo?
Yeah, Brett's trying to give up something. He's always trying to give something up.
What you trying to give up off your roster, yo?
Yeah.
You know me, I got players to spare, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't, but I got raped as far as players this week.
You need to rebuild.
I lost Drew Brees. I lost Alshon Jeffrey. So I mean, I'm really hurting. And my bench right now has got like
Bridgewater.
I did not pick up Bridgewater. Is he still available?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I picked up. I need to pick up a quarterback because Garoppolo's off next week. I kept Garoppolo on. I picked up Seattle's tight end. I don't know what else. I picked up maybe 1 or 2 other guys. I forget what it was.
Scored a touchdown.
So,
we getting much from Seattle's tight end because New Orleans is beating the dickens out of them right now.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all.
I didn't either. I picked Seattle to win in my Survivor League.
Oh, you're going to lose that.
Yeah, that'll be my second strike.
Brett wants to know what you want, Big E. You on Facebook, Big E? Can you watching Facebook too?
Excuse me, but can we all now lament the fact that we laughed our asses off at Daniel Jones on draft night?
Yes, and he's playing really well today.
Can we kick ourselves upside the head for that?
I don't know that he's going to beat the Bucs, but it's going to be close.
He's got a 117 passer rating right now.
Yeah, not bad for a rookie, huh?
For his first game.
Yeah.
And they're going to need somebody to throw because with Barkley out,
there
goes your running game.
Let's see, what's the score here? It's 31-25. Giants are at midfield driving.
Giants score a touchdown, kick the extra point. They go up.
Hi, Patty. I see you. Brett says he thinks that Bridgewater's with Little Lamba. Katie's here. Good deal.
Uh-oh.
Shut up, Elliot. I'm going to delay. Shut up. It's going to suck because we're only going to be on air for about 10 minutes of the Browns game, so I'm happy with that. So it's all good. I don't have to worry about
yeah. That's why I was asking about that.
Without you guys yelling out spoilers, okay?
Don't worry about that.
Yep.
Don't worry, the Browns will put out their own spoilers.
Yeah, I know. I'm not feeling good about tonight at all after last week because last week, I didn't get a chance to talk about other on my blog. But that win last week against the Jets was not as impressive as I thought, as maybe people may have thought. The defense played well. I was very pleased with that.
Hey, Katie.
Despite Myles Garrett getting flagged twice for roughing the passer, which is kind of crappy, but that's all right.
That's somebody I'm surprised you haven't picked up, Myles Garrett. He's sitting there.
Is he still sitting there?
Did you see where he got fined 42 G's?
Yeah, he got fined $43,000 for his hits on Franco last week. Or Frank, or whatever his name is. Fink, whatever his name is.
Hey, remember, I don't know if you all can attest, but remember when I said by week 3 my roster will be totally different?
It is. I know. You're a trading monster. I mean, even your number 1 overall pick is gone. So, I mean, give me a break.
And I got a mint for him, too.
Yes, you did. I got offered a trade by Christian, I think his name is. I turned it down. I think you saw it.
What did he want?
Huh?
What did he want?
He wanted McCaffrey and Garoppolo, and he wanted to give me Goff and Chris Johnson. I turned it down.
Chris Johnson or David Johnson?
David Johnson, sorry.
Okay.
I want nothing to do with David Johnson. He's not as effective.
CJ2K's gone, man.
He's not. He's a shadow of what he used to be, and I'm not. And Goff is. He hasn't played well yet this year.
Goff is not consistent.
No,
he's not consistent. He can get the receivers some big score,
Yeah,
he's inconsistent that way.
Yeah. How about that? And Brett brought it up in the chat. How about that game again with the Chiefs and the Ravens today? That was an epic game. That was a really good game.
Game too, yeah.
Yeah. And he says that despite the loss, he still thinks that we know the Ravens are legit. Jackson's playing out of his mind right now.
Hey Brett, your feeling finally did something this season. Dante Pettis.
Yeah, Pettis.
Remember? Who was it that said? I think it was John. He goes, "Are you serious, Dante Pettis, this early?" Oh, I got a feeling about him.
Right. But going back to Monday night, Greg Williams showed so many different looks at the line of scrimmage that night that Baker was confused, and he had no idea what was going on. That shows lack of film study, shows lack of discipline. And now I'm concerned about Baker Mayfield being the guy. I think he'll bounce back, but I have concerns now. Brett says he dropped Pettis. Hear that, Elliot? Elliot?
What?
Brett says he dropped him.
Oh, he dropped him right after week 1. He had a feeling he was going to be a superstar this year.
Yeah.
Had to drop him after week 1. Well, hey, you know what? I traded Saquon Barkley after week 1.
Yeah.
But I also got Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett, and Dalvin Cook. friend of mine asked me, "You didn't give up anything else?" I go, "Yeah, if you want to count Jamison Crowder and Will Fuller as something else, yeah, I can go."
Oh, look at this. The Bucs are going to lose. They're going to lose so bad. Oh, minute and a half to play, and the Giants are down there close to the end zone. Oh, good Lord. But I mean,
Ooh, there was a little bump there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Baker tonight and see how he reacts because the Rams defense is no joke. So we'll see how they do.
Aaron Donald is nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
and since that offensive line is very porous, I'm concerned for Baker being healthy after this game. But
Two and a bunch of other players.
yeah, he looked like a deer in the caught in the headlights last week. He did not look like he knew what was going on, and the offense just never clicked.
Plus, it was Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and they had three good plays, 2 to OBJ, and the touchdown run by Chubb. But that's the only thing that I saw from the offense that was explosive. Other than that, they were in neutral all night long, and it was frustrating.
There he goes.
What am I missing? Seattle just scored and they're kicking the point. It's 33-21 Saints.
Ain't gonna be enough.
No. Too little, too late.
So far, the defense is holding it. That's 4th and 5 for the Giants on the 6-7 yard line. Look at him. John, how you doing, buddy? Oh, he's gonna score on his own. Look at that. Daniel Jones scores the go-ahead touchdown. Holy cow.
Wow.
There's something Eli can never do.
I know, right?
Get a load of this. This will be the Saints' first victory without Drew Brees at quarterback since 2005.
You're still muted, John, just in case you didn't know. There you go.
Thanks.
Yep.
I said, this is my crest. You know those Scottish things like the the victory.
Your victory crest, your victory shawl.
Yes. We'll just leave that there. And mostly because I'm sweating like a whore in church because of this freaking cleanup I've just finished doing.
What was his punishment for doing that? Anything?
Oh, he got a little smack on the hand. That's for sure.
That's
don't
good.
Don't call child services. But
no, absolutely not.
Yeah. Wow, the Giants are going to beat the Buccaneers. How do you feel about that, Scott?
Unreal.
Well, the Buccaneers are who I thought they were. How's that?
Ooh.
That whole NFC South with no Cam and no Drew Brees is now probably the worst division in football.
It's up for grabs.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. 8-8 can win that division right now. Especially after the way Atlanta played in Minnesota today. They got rolled by Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota rolls everybody that walks into the goddamn.
No, Atlanta played Indianapolis, I think.
Yeah, who did Minnesota play? Oh, Minnesota played Oakland. I'm sorry. I meant Indianapolis beat it. When Indy can beat
it don't matter.
Yeah. Atlanta is not – I mean, their defense is not good. It's not. And for some reason, Matt Ryan can't hit the broadside of a barn with it when he throws the ball.
I just don't trust Matt Ryan.
He couldn't throw a pebble into the ocean,
right?
From inside of it.
San Francisco is 51 seconds away from being 3-0, guys.
Imagine that.
The lead back?
51 seconds. Actually, they just sacked.
Well, people saying San Francisco still ain't there. Yikes. And they lost half their running back core, too.
Yes, they did. But they're still playing good.
Yeah,
that today they haven't played good. They've had like 5 turnovers just today.
They're making the old time 49ers proud right now.
Yes, they are.
The Eddie DeBartolo 49ers.
Yes.
So do we have records yet for the AFC? Like what the records are? What are the undefeated teams? I can think of 3. Is there any other ones, or is it just 3?
As far as I know, only Buffalo, New England,
and
Kansas City.
Kansas City, as far as I know.
Yeah, last 3.
And then that's going to change next week because New England plays Buffalo at Orchard Park. And I'm sure the faithful in Orchard Park are going to have a nice welcome for the Patriots when they get there.
The dildos will be flying. I told my kid that today, and he's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "Google it, son." Google it.
Hey, Jen's in the house. Good to see you, Jen.
The Patriots and Bills are undefeated. The Chiefs are undefeated. The Cowboys are undefeated. The Packers and Lions are undefeated.
The Lions.
The Lions undefeated. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
And
they're
right now-
2-0-1, right?
And as of right now, the Niners are 3-0.
And now the Niners are 3-0.
Now the Niners are 3-0. Wow.
And the Rams could be 3-0 after they leave Cleveland tonight.
Yes, they could be.
What's Monday night?
Chicago and Washington. With another shit show game. Another classic that ESPN picked up. Monday night, the night games. I mean, just been god awful. Thursday and.
Oh, sorry, I can't say anything.
What?
I'm not supposed to say anything.
Okay.
Oh, something happened.
Yeah. Did Josh Gordon get hurt?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's big time.
Don't think it's serious.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was Edelman.
Edelman had his chest.
Yeah, Edelman went out today with a chest injury. Yes.
Well, he gave me 19 points, so I was good with that.
Oh, Mike Evans! What a catch! Oh man, that was beautiful.
I guess that's what
Elliott saw. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, what are they got?
It's that Giants
timeout.
poor.
Well, one good thing, they don't have Robert Aguayo right now.
Right. They actually have a good kicker on their team right now. The Giants' defense is just terrible. Evans has had himself a career day today. He's had
3 touchdowns. Well,
How close are they to field goal range?
they're inside the
they're
10.
actually inside the 20.
Are they inside 20? They're 10. That's the 8, man. They're on the 8-yard line.
Okay, on the 8.
There's another one
With
possession.
13 seconds to go.
Chargers and Texans.
Oh, what a catch by Mike Evans. He's going to ruin Daniel Jones' coming out party.
Oh, no. His coming out party is still happening.
3 seconds left.
The defense is not invited to the party.
Right.
Facts.
Seattle has outgained New Orleans 447 to 265. And they're losing by 12 points.
But the Seahawks?
Yeah, Seahawks are losing by 12 points. They're about to get the ball back with 1:55 to go. Saints are about to punt. It's a good thing I set up 3 strikes on my Survivor game.
Oh, you got 3 strikes? Really?
Got 3 strikes. I'm about to suffer my second strike. I got 1 left.
He missed it. Are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
A chip shot?
Oh no, that must have been somewhere else.
That was a replay of what happened.
Okay, holy shit! I thought that was.
I think it was like last year or something like that. That was a replay.
Right.
Okay.
Elliott's holding his
Elliott's
breath.
laughing his ass off, so
Yes,
something happened.
All I know is you must be Zoltar, yo. The genie. That's all I'm gonna say. John, you need to play the lottery.
Here we
Oh
go.
wow, he missed it really.
Oh wow.
So that.
This is gonna suck.
Salted.
It's gonna suck.
I gotta see this.
John needs to play the lottery.
He
He's on
missed
a roll right now.
Did he
Son of a
miss it?
bitch.
You
He
missed?
missed it.
Yeah,
Donald
remember
like
what
that. It
happened?
was wide right.
What happened to Scott Norwood?
Yeah.
See, I'm
Exact same one.
he's still lining up here. Oh, here we go.
Wide
Oh, he missed
right,
it.
baby.
Wide right.
Yep. Freaking Buccaneers.
From 25 yards?
34 yard. 34 yard.
Yes.
34 yards?
Extra point distance.
Extra point yardage. The ball was on the 8-yard line.
Look at Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon's
They
Hopping
lost
around
Saquon
hopping
Barkley.
off.
They lost Saquon Barkley. They dusted themselves off and came back and won.
Wow, dude. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tampa Bay.
And now you got now you got to watch a Cleveland game against the Rams.
Yes, I do. Yes, God help. Please, God, give me strength. And
Philip Rivers trying to.
I have plenty of bourbon, so I should be fine. Thank you.
Dude.
You know, actually, Carolina played better today without Cam Newton.
Yes, they did. Absolutely, they did. I mean, granted, they were only playing, Arizona, but still.
Don't matter. They had somebody in there nobody knew about.
Yeah, true.
And he balled out.
Yes, he did. And John, our fantasy game is going to go down to the wire.
Whoever's got
Me
Cam
and you?
Newton,
Yeah, you.
whoever's got Cam Newton needs to chase that guy.
Yeah. We each have 2 players tonight.
Oh, really? I haven't even fucking checked. I haven't even looked.
I
It's
got
going to be close.
I got Cooper Kupp tonight.
It's been all freaking day.
It's going to be close.
Oh, you're up by 9, though.
Am I up right now?
Yeah.
You got 2 players playing tonight and tomorrow?
Dude,
Tomorrow, it's all tonight.
who do you got? Landry? Landry left, and then
Yeah, and the defensive line.
Olivier Vernon.
Yeah, Olivier Vernon.
Yeah.
So
You
I've got is,
OBJ and
That's
whatever. You got 1 player tonight, right? You don't have your defense is already spent. That's right.
they're already playing.
So
Yeah,
you
I
got
got
OBJ against Landry and Olivier Vernon tonight. It's going to be close.
I like your chances, man.
It's going to be close.
No, it's not going to be close. Where did I shit the bed today? Matt Ryan did okay. Who shit the bed?
Well, it depends if the Rams go all out on Baker Mayfield.
True.
Then there might
Well,
be a
you
problem.
had Keenan Allen, that's why.
I had Keenan Allen and I had McCaffrey
And Shady.
and Shady. Yes, Shady had a good game today. He had 2 touchdowns today.
I
Yeah.
heard McCaffrey had a good game, too.
Freaking Tony Pollard had a game today, too. Wow.
Yes, he did. Who's got Tony Pollard?
I have him, but he's on the bench. I didn't start him.
You put him
I
on the
got
bench?
I got Elliott, right? So that was just a cuff.
Yeah,
Oh, you got him.
got
Oh,
Zeke.
okay.
Headlines tomorrow on Tampa Bay. Kicker cut by the Buccaneers.
Yep. Isn't it like every season
Ooh.
after the first 2 games, the first 3 games?
Yeah. Well, my fandom over the Buccaneers has waned over the years because of the way the Glazers have run this franchise into the ground since they won the Super Bowl. Ever since the old man died, the boys have just run it down. They're more interested in their Manchester United franchise than they are about the Buccaneers, and they could care less.
Guess what? They're running the Manchester United into the ground, too.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's a shadow of what they're doing with the Buccaneers too. I mean, you follow soccer more than I do, Ken. So I was not aware of that. I didn't know if Man U was doing well or
Manchester
not.
United, my team, too.
Oh,
We're tired of them. They're as tired of them as you guys are of Tampa.
yeah, they need to walk away and sell the freaking team because
Go away.
Malcolm Glazer was a very great man in Tampa. His boys are nowhere near the man he was. So it's pretty sad.
They're the equivalent of the Earthside boys.
Yes, agreed. It's been. I mean, the backup quarterbacks that came in today in place of Roethlisberger, in place of Drew Brees, they both played well today. So did David, and of course David Jones. Daniel Jones played very well today too. So the new blood is starting to seep into the NFL again, and we're seeing the transfer of power from, what we've seen over the last 15 years to the new blood. Your Patrick Mahomes, your Jacksons, and the young kids that are coming in playing. So got a new generation of quarterbacks taking over the league. So it's going to be NFL is going to be doing another, I think, rotation as far as power struggle as who's going to be the teams of the next 10 years as opposed to what it was the last 10 years. I think it's going to take a couple of years before that starts really happening, but I think it's about to happen. We've seen this happen before, from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to now. We've seen it happen before with the old guard back when we were younger. The Montanas and all those guys back in that generation, the Marinos, they went by the wayside. The new blood came in and started taking over, and the teams that were the powerhouses in the 80s were not the powerhouses in the 90s. Like when you go to the new blood, like Troy Aikman and guys like that. So it's always fun to watch that shift to see who's gonna take.
Holy shit! Oh.
What happened?
Oh. I can't say anything until they catch up.
Was it a New Orleans, Seattle, or no?
No, that's over already.
Oh, okay.
It's San Diego and Houston.
Oh boy.
Nice.
No, I mean Los Angeles and Houston.
Yeah, there you go. Chargers and Texans. How's that?
Holy shit!
Come on, Keenan! Oh, he dropped the damn ball.
Is it Keenan?
No, it wasn't Keenan. Oh.
No, that was Tyrell, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't
Keenan. It's a small sample size, but I still think it's about to shift gears.
Unreal.
The new blood.
Do you hear the stat I gave you a few minutes ago?
What's that, Kenny?
The stat I gave you a few minutes ago. This is the Saints' first victory without Drew Brees since 2005.
Oh yeah, I did hear that actually. That's pretty. It's pretty amazing, actually.
It is.
That speaks for durability.
Well, consider the fact that Drew Brees didn't come to the Saints until 2005.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Been all those years.
Because he was traded to New Orleans in the offseason in 2005. He played his first game away from his first season away from New Orleans because of Katrina.
Right. Played their home games in San Antonio.
Yes. Yeah, Katie says the person who's got
Aaron Rodgers. I know this isn't sports,
but
I'm used to Scott talking about people that died all the time.
Well, we had some big ones this past week, if you want to talk about that.
The only one that I know is Aaron Eisenberg died today.
Yes, from Star Trek.
Trek. No,
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
He's only 50 years
favorite
old.
Series out of all of them.
Yeah, and Rick Ocasek died this week.
Yep.
The Cars.
Eddie Money died a little bit before that.
Eddie Money died last week as well.
Don't know.
Don't know Eddie Money?
I'm not 80 years old like you do.
Oh, God.
Pokey Roberts and Sandra Van Oker.
Pokey Roberts and yep, Van Oker as well. You're right. It says the journalist on the show.
Yep.
Oh, wow. You got yourself some cheap Will Disley points.
That's good. I picked him up. The only tight end that was worth anything that was out there.
Seattle was down by 12 with no time left on the clock, and Wilson throws him a touchdown pass.
There you go. I'll take it.
Got a freebie,
that'll raise my point spread against John. That's good. going into tonight's game.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're up by 19. 18.
Yeah, I'm 1-2 in both my leagues now. So there you go.
Well, it's not over yet, John. You still got
no, it's over.
You go off tonight. You don't know that.
No. Oh, he got a touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was Seattle. Or it doesn't matter. Oh, that's the shitty points Elliot was talking about. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
God damn. Mike Evans had 45 points today.
Who?
Mike Evans.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns today.
45 fantasy points.
Yeah.
That's why my son's score is sitting at 211 right now. He's killing Brett. Sorry, Brett.
Yeah, he was the guy that you were talking about played Nog on Deep Space Nine. Armin Shimmerman's nephew on that show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Quark's nephew Nog.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
The first Ferengi to serve in Starfleet, man.
Yes.
Yep.
See, I know my Star Trek.
Russell Wilson put up 45 today, too.
Jesus.
Losing cause.
Brett said, "Shut it, Big E."
Who did you say you needed to get rid of?
Oh. So, Kenny, we didn't talk about your Cowboys today.
It looks pretty nice.
They
But,
were playing Miami,
You
dude.
know what? They looked pretty bad the first half against that Dolphins.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Every single team in the league is circling the day they play Miami.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay? They are we look forward to Miami.
Miami could conceivably be the
They
first
might
team
go 0-16 this year, dude.
17-0 to 0-16.
Yes.
They might join the Detroit Lions.
And the Cleveland Browns.
And the
Why
Cleveland
would you
Browns.
throw that there?
What's that, John?
Phillip Rivers, they have one timeout, like 29
Yeah.
seconds. He throws it to Keenan Allen in the middle of the field.
Middle of the field, yep. Just see that.
It might be an incomplete pass, though.
Need to go toward the sideline.
Was
They looked, the first half didn't go so well because they were only up like 6 points at the half, right?
Cowboys?
Yeah.
We're up 10-6.
Yeah. 4 points.
I tell
Once
you
the
what,
middle of the second quarter came around, it was over.
yeah. Trying to be cautiously optimistic about this because let's be honest, the three teams we played so far are the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins.
Which aren't great teams. You haven't really played a really good team yet.
Three of the worst teams in the league. So I can't get real excited about it. But we do have New Orleans coming up next week, I believe, and that should be a better test than what we've had so far. So if we can get through with that one.
Is that in New Orleans or is it in Dallas?
That will be in the Superdome.
Oh, boy.
Yep. We actually played fairly well in the Superdome. We've won there a couple of times in the last 5 or 6 years, I think. So it's here's hoping they can keep it up. But I wasn't expecting the Saints to go into Seattle and rip them apart.
They dominated today.
Yeah. So
from the opening series because the punt return they've been the very first half of the first period.
Yeah, I had a funeral this afternoon, so I didn't get to see the first part of the game. So, but scores. Yeah,
that's a hold. That's a hold.
Yeah. He got his arms almost wrapped around him.
Right.
Cunningham.
So,
4th and 14.
The elephant in the room is the saga that is Antonio Brown.
It ain't no saga. It's a freaking comedy.
Have you seen the latest meme about him?
Yeah, about getting fired on his day off twice.
Yes.
He's got the richest contract ever in the history of McDonald's.
Yes, I did see that. The McDonald's signed him like $17.25 an hour. Well, he announced today on Twitter that he was gonna retire. He's done with the NFL. He's all upset because he doesn't understand how
He's butthurt, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't understand how owners can just cancel guaranteed money and he not get a dime. Well, because of what you've done, dumbass, because of your attitude, because you're a cancer on the NFL. I don't care how good you are on the field, off the field, you're a cancer. Any team that decides they want to sign this guy is taking on all that baggage and just be a distraction.
It'll be like wait a minute. Isn't it like that pot calling the kettle black? Because your Cleveland Browns signed Kareem Hunt.
Very true. He hasn't played a game, but he hasn't played it down yet. So you just really no drama going on.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The NFL should have never let him.
Well,
I think that's game, set, and match. Yep.
well,
Philip Rivers does not look happy.
I'll be happy if he never takes another snap in the NFL.
He won't this year for sure, and next year is not real likely. XFL has even banned him.
Really? Good.
XFL has banned him.
Playing the
CFL has
XFL.
banned him. None of those schools.
I could see him trying to butt heads with Vince McMahon.
That'll do it for San Diego.
Yep.
Los Angeles.
Chargers.
L.A. Chargers.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunate conduct on the
Be back
die.
in San Diego, but that's just me.
Game's over.
I wish they were.
Time to move over to Cleveland.
Yeah. God help me.
Actually, I'm
It
watching
could be
the,
really cool or it could be really ugly for you tonight.
Yes. Agreed.
I will have to catch the last hour of it because I'm watching the next episode of Country Music.
So what percentage is 200 of 2 million?
200 of 2 million?
Yeah.
Where are you getting at, L?
Well, didn't 2 million people say they were going to show up to Area 51 and only 200 did?
Yeah, touche.
That's a pretty minuscule freaking percentage.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I say something totally un-PC?
Huh?
I wonder how
You
many-
people are fools. You try to storm Area 51, they'll shoot you on the spot.
Absolutely, they will.
I wonder how
How's
many
this for
dyslexic-
crazy?
What's that?
This crazy stat I'm reading. Daniel Jones is 1-0 when trailing by 18 plus points. Eli Manning 0-44.
Oh, jeez.
Eli Manning in his
man.
whole career lost 44 times when he trailed by 18 or more.
Yeah, Daniel Jones does it once and wins.
He's 1-0.
Oh, man. Ouch.
Those
That's
are the
not even
haters.
hard.
Those are the Eli haters that are wanting to bury him completely.
That's going to leave a mark.
Those are the ones kicking dirt on top of his grave. Dude.
Ugh.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty funny, though.
Speaking of comebacks,
Mhm.
did anybody catch the end of that UCLA Washington State game last
Oh,
night?
yeah.
My God.
Oh, yeah. I saw.
What
I don't
time was
watch
that
college
over
football,
with?
dude. I don't watch college football. But when I saw that, I was
On the
like,
highlights?
no.
They
I
were
watched
down like, what were they down? Like,
highlight.
they were down like, what, 35 points?
49 to
Dude.
17.
49-17 in the third quarter. Came back and won.
Won 67-63.
763.
In regulation, they scored 130 points. They had over 1,300 yards in offense.
The first time that a Chip Kelly team has actually looked like the Oregon Ducks since he
Hey,
left Oregon.
The Washington State quarterback threw 9 touchdowns, man.
Yeah. With Minshew in attendance, watching him.
Minshew, yeah, man. Where's he coming from?
Where's he coming from?
Nick Foles might be back where he started
Yeah.
as a backup.
Wow.
Because Minshew's been balling, man.
He has been.
That guy is like
And the Minch stashes are going around in
Oh,
Jacksonville.
God.
now.
that guy is a sideshow, man. Like,
He is.
holy shit! Like he
That's
just
one
walks
fast,
around
this
early in his
fast.
jock
That's
strap.
going to be one of those mania things.
What? I don't want to watch.
Yeah, Bob's going to come up, guys. He's home.
Oh,
So he's going to come up. I just sent him the link, so he'll be here in a couple minutes.
okay.
Katie, there was no defense in the third quarter. I don't know what happened, but there was no defense in the third quarter of that game or the fourth quarter of that game in Washington. There was just nothing.
Nothing.
The first half was totally uneventful. And then all
UCLA
of a
actually
sudden,
led at
all
one
of a sudden-
time, and then Washington just completely overran them in the second quarter. Kept it going in the third quarter.
Yep. Yeah, Chip Kelly actually
No,
came.
that's pretty
The
sad.
old Chip Kelly offense finally came out and started doing something for a change.
Finally.
Are you
First time
watching
since he
this?
left Eugene that they look like the Oregon Ducks.
Are you watching this?
What am I watching?
They're showing the Daniel Jones touchdown and the audio with it.
There was more Giants fans than Buck fans
So
today,
you
wasn't
hear
there?
the crowd.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
ain't
you got
that
some-
loud at any Tampa Bay game.
No.
You got some diehard fans down there in Tampa Bay, man. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, they all
Well-
root for New York.
Hey, Bob. Remember, guys, I talked about the
Oh,
game I
Bob.
went to last year when Cleveland came to Tampa. There was about as many Buck Browns fans in that stadium as there were Buccaneer fans.
That doesn't surprise me.
Bob, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
All right.
Alexa, stop. What's
How
going
about
on?
Rams Steelers? That's something we can discuss. The
The Steelers are 0-3?
no, but the fact that they're probably going to be like 4 and freaking 12 this year,
Yeah.
and they traded their first round pick for Minka Fitzpatrick,
Mhm.
and it's probably going to be a top 5 pick.
Yep.
I'm fine with it.
They don't have a quarterback. You think Mason Rudolph or whatever his name is he the future of?
Did you get your jersey? He's got his jersey. There you go.
That didn't take long.
Are you giving up on Big Ben already, Bobby?
No, I've been looking for this damn jersey for a year and a half. It just happened to be Sunday when I found it.
Oh.
Yes, since right after the draft. Rhonda framed it. She painted the insert and framed it for me.
Hmm.
I have been waiting for this.
Yeah. And Brett wants to know what about the Eagles? The Eagles lost to the Lions today.
Aggles.
Yeah.
The undefeated Lions and the undefeated Buffalo Bills.
Yes,
I
John's
will
happy.
tell you now that Carson Wentz's career went down the tubes that day he busted his ACL in Los Angeles. He ain't been the same since. Nick Foles has more Super Bowls than Carson Wentz.
Oh, boy.
Oh, too funny. Jen says hi, Bob.
Hi, Jed. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Bob.
What's that
Again.
about?
Rough weekend
Rough weekend? Why?
because I drank way more than I should have. I'm doing a lot of stupid stuff.
Bob, you're not 25 anymore, man. I told you can't do that shit no more.
Yeah, stop being dyslexic. Oh, wait, you're probably not 52 now anyways.
No, he's not 52.
No, not
And I celebrated my 53rd birthday a week ago Friday, gentlemen, so I am now 53.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to Area 53.
Yes.
And about 2 months ago, I celebrated my 58th.
Yeah. And you're what, Kenny? 60 what?
Next February, I will be 6-0.
60. Yeah, can you believe
Odometer rolls over.
Is it hard to believe that we've known each other for 20 years?
How about that?
You know, Bob? Oh, God. John, you see what Bob's doing?
What?
Do it again.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
Bob.
yeah, I saw you. I'm going to put a new one. I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills stay undefeated, and we're going to Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, you got the Patriots coming to Orchard Park next week. Going to be a good game.
Don't care. There'll be dildos flying. That's fine. The dildos will fly.
I'm going to get a drink, guys. I'll be right back.
And make it a stiff one.
I drank enough. I ended up doing some stupid stuff last night. It was crazy.
Said you had plenty of bourbon. I'll take a bourbon and Coke.
I was drinking Fireball, and it was not a – it was a very interesting night. Let's just say that. And I usually don't do shots.
Oh, you're drinking straight Fireball.
I was drinking straight Fireball.
Oh, boy. Well, my my fireball drinking partners actually got married this weekend. So shout out to Lucas and Stephanie in New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Excellent.
Miss you guys.
Well, on a sad note, well, I'll wait till Scott gets back.
Jen, it's a tradition. I sent the link there, but it's a tradition. Every time that New England comes to the Bills and they play in Orchard Park, Buffalo Bill fans sneak dildos into the arena and start trying to hit Tom Brady with the dildos. So they throw the dildos on the field behind Tom Brady usually because, as we all know, Tom likes it in the keister. So that is the culture that is Buffalo Bills football.
Wow.
So it's happened the past 2 seasons. It'll happen again next week.
Maybe this is why they've never won a Super Bowl.
Could be. It could be, but we still have fun with it.
Look, a city full of people that are willing to go out and get a dildo to take to a football game. There's something shaky about that.
Have you seen some of the pictures of today's game from Buffalo?
No.
There was a guy dressed up like a girl with face paint on, blood, like fake blood everywhere, drinking beer out of a boot, going raw.
But I'll tell you what, there were some great tributes today for
Poncho, man.
Poncho.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Poncho Billy.
Yeah, man. Poncho.
Yep.
Ezra, rest in peace.
Yeah, I mean,
his little kid, man. His little kid's all fired up, just screaming out down the tunnel. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
he's diehard.
On a quick personal note, I'm having to put my dog down this week.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Elliot.
That sucks.
Yoda.
That sucks.
Yoda is going. He's going to doggy heaven.
Oh man, that sucks.
Sorry to hear that.
He's just been laying here and he's all despondent. Won't eat. Won't do anything.
How old is he?
11.
Wow,
What kind of
that's
dog?
young for a dog, though.
Rat terrier. I think he injured himself.
Yeah.
And he's not able to recover from it unless I spend like $10,000 and there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, dude, it sucks, man. I put down my dog a couple of years ago. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Coda almost broke John. It was rough.
Dude, it was bad, man. And like,
yeah, this one's
I don't wish that on my worst enemy, man.
This one's kind of rough on me because throughout my life I never had one dog be so attached to me like this one. And I've had him for 7 years now.
Well, it's been 3 years since I lost Simon, which was I had him for 16. So I lost him about 3 years ago, and he was 16 years old. I had him since he was 8 weeks old. So that was bad for me too. My girl Tazzy is 13, and that was Simon's sister for so long. But she's still kicking and still healthy. So I'm glad for that. And I have Elsa who's 6, so she's still young, which is good. But yeah, it's tough when you have to put your fur babies down. I mean, my ex-wife Shauna had to put down her Russian blue this summer as well, and she'd had trouble for as long as I've known her, which is we've known each other for 12 years, so she had trouble for a long time, and she was a beautiful Russian blue and just the greatest personality. She had to put her down this year too, so. It's the second cat she had to put down inside of 2 years, and it's been really rough on her. But you know what? We move on, and we get new fur babies, and then the new fur babies come just attached as the other ones were, and that's the way it's always been.
I haven't got a replacement for my dog yet because these 2 little shits in this house do not replace at all. I can't stand these dogs.
Well, you like big dogs, John. You're a big dog guy.
I like normal sized dogs, not big dogs. Normal dogs.
Yeah.
These little things that are like, no, that's not a dog. It's a
loud. They're loud cats.
What's that?
They're loud cats.
They're loud cats. Yeah. They suck. They're no fun at all. Yeah, like a big dog wants to be around you all the time. Big dog is always near you. It wants to go out with you.
Little dogs are normally meaner than bigger dogs too.
Well, the only time I've ever been bit by a dog was a little Shih Tzu.
Yeah,
I mean that's the only time I've ever been bit.
Yeah,
I mean it depends on the dog, right? Like some people are like small dog people, right? Like my wife is a small dog person. She
Right.
likes her little Yorkie and whatever.
Yeah.
My
mom's the same way. She likes the smaller dogs. Yes.
I got raised with small dogs, so
It's to each their own, right? I mean, for me, it's just like the first dog I ever owned was a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like that's just my thing. It's like and then when I put her down, it's like, oh, horrible.
invaded the house. Like
Odell's wearing his other visor this weekend again. The one he had to change out last week. Let's see if he keeps it on this week.
His $300,000 watch.
I don't know what he's wearing. I haven't seen the watch yet.
Better not be.
Come on, Baker. Don't let me down this week, buddy. Get your shit together, Baker. While we're here, guys, I know it's the middle of football season, but there is an AL wild card going on that's pretty hot and heavy in the major league baseball.
Between Cleveland, Tampa, and Oakland?
Between Oakland, Tampa, and Cleveland.
Yes.
Which is I'm kind of torn because I got the Browns on NBC and I got the Indians on ESPN tonight. So
you have two screens?
I do not. No. Well, I've got 3 TVs, but they're in all separate rooms. So I don't have dual screens here. So
you can't stream on one of your monitors?
No, I don't think so. I might be able to stream the game, the football game on my computer through NBC Sports app.
All you got to do is go to the NBC Sports app.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got that.
I have a friendly word of warning for you.
What?
Do not sleep on the Oakland Athletics.
No, the A's are the real deal.
You know what?
That usually is the hottest in the last 2 weeks this season. Usually ends up winning the World Series, and right now that's the Oakland A's.
Yeah, the A's are the hottest team in baseball right now.
That's why I'm kind of hoping we finish second behind Houston.
Because you don't want to face the A's. Is that what you're saying, Elliot?
Not the first round, no. I mean, they just recently beat us 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
And the only 2 that we won were on walk-offs in back-to-back days.
Yeah, yeah. And we lost 2 out of 3 to the Twins, which ruined our chances to win the division. Their magic number is now 3. We swept the Tigers, which we only lost 1 game to the Tigers all season long. We lost to the Phillies last night, but we won the first game. So tonight's a rubber match against the Phillies in Cleveland. But if we can't beat the Phillies, then even if they get the wild card, I mean, they're going to get knocked out by Oakland. That's the way it's going to be. So I mean, it is.
I watched a little bit of the Phillies Indians game. I believe it was Friday night. I like those red tops, blue helmets, caps. That's pretty sharp look.
What, the Phillies?
No, the Indians.
Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah, the red shirts and the blue caps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are sharp. Those are sharp beauties. They had to do away with Chief Wahoo on their uniform, so they're now.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
But Chief Wahoo will always be a part of me because I love me some. I love the Chief Wahoo design.
Of course.
I'm okay with the fact that we're sitting half a game behind Houston right now.
Because you don't want to face the A's.
Not in the first round.
No, not in the first round.
Isn't that first round best of 5?
And are we in agreement that we think no matter who wins the second wild card, the A's are going to win that play-in game anyway? I mean, I think
you know what? I can't say that because anything can happen in one game.
That's true, but
anything.
I don't know. It's looking probably like
that would be played. That would be played in the home field of the first wild card, right? So at this point, it'd be
yeah, it'll be in Oakland.
At this point, it's Oakland. They have the best wild card record.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get that first wild card. The question's going to be now: is there going to be a playoff between Cleveland and Tampa Bay?
Yeah, that'll be that's the race right there is between Cleveland and Tampa Bay, and I win regardless. But I'd rather see the Indians in the race. I mean, I'm a Rays fan too because I live here in Tampa, but I'd rather see the Indians get in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Oakland will give either New York or Houston if fits.
It'll go. The first round is best of 5, right? Canada's still
right.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I'm saying I'd rather go best.
That series would go 5 games, no matter who they're playing.
Yeah. Then the
late
championship.
Late breaking from Rappaport and Schefter.
Yes.
Giants diagnosed Saquon Barkley with high ankle sprain, and he's scheduled to undergo an MRI on Monday.
To see this thing ligament damage.
He'll be gone for a little while.
That high ankle sprain. Yeah, high ankle sprains take a while to get over. They linger.
And that's if he doesn't have any ligament damage.
Yes.
Right.
Who's Gallman is the backup?
Gallman is the backup.
Gallman?
Wayne Gallman. Out of Clemson.
Clemson. It's Clemson.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, when was the last time the Steelers were 0-3? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Can't remember.
Weren't they favored? Weren't they like the team to beat in like other than the Patriots? Wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, that's right, wasn't it?
I think it was. I think everybody had Pittsburgh.
I seem to remember something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a long year.
Long year. It's going to be a long couple of years, man. You guys don't have any draft picks. You're looking
that's true.
You're looking at a rebuild, man. Get ready for a decade of pain and misery.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. I'm telling you, I just went through one.
And don't count on Ben coming back.
Tomlin.
Don't count on Ben coming back and being Ben either.
It's coaching and schemes more than it is players.
I don't know, man.
We have played pretty well today. I think Big Ben has seen his better days, but
it's not the players. It is the coaching and the schemes that is the problem.
So you're blaming Tomlin?
The coaching and schemes have something to do with his elbow?
Right?
No. That is the root of our problems is the coaching and the schemes, not the actual players.
Okay. Katie says that she'd rather see the Franconas over the Rays anyway, number one. Number two, Brett asks, do we think this is Eli's trip out of New York of the NFL totally?
Right down to Miami. Let's do it.
Yes. He's on the phone right now to Miami saying, let's make a deal and see what we can do here, okay? I mean, that's the way Eli is right now. That's where Eli
down
is.
To Miami.
Yes.
I mean, quarterback.
And then they'll go ahead and get Antonio Brown since he's from Miami.
Right. There you go. We got Eli and Antonio Brown in Miami.
That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, and the Dolphins might win 3 games this year.
Yeah, and Eli. I mean, I'm sorry, Eli.
He's done.
You waited one.
Honestly, seriously, it's like my dog. My dog is done.
Yeah, he's done. Eli's done.
He's done his time. He's not able to do it anymore.
Is he your first ballot Hall of Famer?
Who?
First ballot.
Eli?
Yeah.
Eli? No.
First ballot.
Not a first ballot.
He will get in the Hall of Fame, but not on the first ballot.
His claim to fame is winning 2 Super Bowls under extreme circumstances
against the Patriots.
Against the best franchise in the history of football.
Yes. That is it.
He is undefeated in Super Bowls against Tom Brady.
Yes.
He will get
that's why I will always have a soft spot for Eli Manning.
Because of what he's done to Tom Brady in the 2 Super Bowls.
Absolutely.
He ruined the perfect season.
Did you guys watch that thing on NFL Network, the 100 Plays?
I watched the end of it.
I saw my Twitter feed showed me who was what the plays were going. And the Tyree catch was like top 20 or something like that. I think.
It was top 10. Top 10.
Number 3.
I think it was top 10.
The greatest play of all time was the immaculate reception.
Immaculate reception. Yeah. The immaculate deception.
Yes.
Don't even go there.
Dude, that was way before me, man. Like I just oh my God.
It was
Franco, yeah.
It was
that was before there were 25,000 cameras in the stadium watching these games. So there was, you couldn't get the right angle on them.
Yeah.
And then of course number two was the catch, which was fitting. Although I think the catch should have been number 1 in my opinion. I think it was better. I think it was a better play.
Well, that was the Dwight Clark thing, right?
Yeah, Dwight Clark. Yes.
You mean Montana to
Clark?
Yeah.
I loved see. You know what I love though? The Santonio Holmes one, man. Like even though that wasn't like the greatest play, I remember that happening and remember his toes were in and literally when I'm watching that, me and my friends were screaming back and forth no, it's not in, it's not. Yeah, it was. Look. And it was dude, those toes just
honestly, if you look at it really, really close, his toes were actually not in. he had his other
one
foot,
toe in, and the right
other
toe
foot was pressed up against the foot that got in.
Mhm.
Yes, the right toe was up off the ground by about this much.
I don't know, man.
On the left foot.
I thought that was sexy as shit, man. Putting those toes down like that, man. That was.
It was a great catch. Don't get me wrong. It was a great catch, but to this
but
day,
he never got both.
I don't think he had both toes down on the ground. He had one toe down on the left foot, and the right foot was up against.
He basically stuck the right foot to his left foot.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But that
The Music City Miracle was in the top 10 too, which is
that was a lateral. That was not a lateral. That was a forward pass.
Thank you.
That was a forward pass. Yeah.
That was a forward pass. You look at that replay over and over again. It was a forward freaking pass. Come on.
Thank you.
It was Phil Luckett. What do you expect?
Well, that's just the luck of the Bills. You know what I mean?
That's okay, man.
Well, that
We're
was
no
also
longer the butt of jokes, though.
It denied Doug Flutie the opportunity to play in a Super Bowl. It denied Doug Flutie the chance to play in a Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
That would
have been awesome.
No, there was no guarantee. That was a wild card, man. There was no guarantee we'd get through all that shit.
No, but it's still.
No, but they benched Flutie, who got them there that year.
Yeah,
I thought it was karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should never have benched Flutie in the first place. Doug Johnson was never. Oh God, don't get me started on him.
Rob Johnson,
excuse me.
Rob Johnson.
Yeah, Mr. Interception.
Whatever whoever the Johnson was horrible.
Isn't he a Buccaneers legend?
The Tuck
that
rule.
was Brad Johnson.
Yeah, Katie's asking about the Tuck rule. That was like
I think it was top 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was top 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't a forward pass. It was a fumble.
What, the Tuck rule? The Tom Brady one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fumble.
Yeah.
That was a fumble.
That's
Brady's.
Oh, you see Brady talking shit on Twitter on Thursday? Wasn't that funny?
Yes, talking shit about what?
Isn't that funny?
About all the penalties.
Motherless goat.
All penalties, yeah.
You jack in the box. Shut. Tom Brady was.
How
Tom Brady. I'm turning this off because of all the penalties.
All the penalties. Just
they call them because of you, jackass.
Yes.
They formed entire rules because of you, and if you get touched,
you know what? Ever since Ted made such a big deal about his semen, he's just been out of control. You ever seen the movie Ted?
No.
Oh yeah.
Ted 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tom Brady around
in the bedroom. He sneaks in the bedroom. Yeah. Tom Brady kissing his kids on the lips. Oh boy, nothing wrong with that, Tommy. You do you, Tommy. God, I can't wait for him to retire.
Hey,
He's playing till he's 50, pump his ass. That's what he said.
What'd you say, Elliot?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
I said, Papa's ass said he's playing till he's 50.
That's what he said?
Yes.
Yeah. I hope someone takes his knees out this year and he's done.
Yeah.
You don't want to wish injury on somebody.
Oh, I do. I'm totally okay with it, man. Totally okay with that.
You don't want him seriously, just enough to get him out of the game for the rest of the season.
No, career ending.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm sorry. I'm bitter. I'm a Bills fan, and I'm doing exactly what everyone else is thinking.
I'm surprised that there is no crazy NFL fan that hasn't assassinated him yet.
That sounds eerily familiar to something the president of this country would say.
Oh God! Don't get Ken started now, please. Don't get Ken started because he's got a big idea about the president. We won't go there now.
Hey, Jacoby Brissett, my dude.
How about Jacoby Brissett? He played pretty well today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he did. Especially at the beginning.
Wise hurt.
Who the hell needs Andrew Luck when you got Jacoby Brissett?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Rhonda would approve, John Bob. Rhonda would approve.
Right. Well, she didn't approve of Andrew Luck, so
no, she didn't like Andrew Luck.
She would take anybody except for.
I think Rhonda's aggravation with Andrew Luck was the fact that he's the one that replaced Peyton.
You're not watching
it. I think she was so in love with Peyton. That's why she hated Andrew so much.
How badly hurt is
part of it? But...
How badly hurt is who, John?
T.Y.
T.Y. Hilton? I don't know. I didn't know he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, he got hurt. He ended up hurting hurting his quad and ended up leaving and didn't come back.
Yeah.
That other guy though that plays with the Pascal, he's pretty freaking good.
Yep.
Coming through.
That is a huge wide receiver.
Who?
Pascal, the guy that replaced him.
Yeah.
Because I kept saying, who's that number 14 guy? Because I was watching that game. Colts man.
He looks like he's similar to that DJ Chark guy that's playing with Seattle.
DJ Chark, DJ
Solid.
Chark,
They're built like
DJ
Calvin
Chark plays for
like Calvin Johnson.
Jacksonville.
Hey, they're like Calvin Johnson prototypes.
There you go.
Guys, I got to run. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Thanks, Ken.
May the force be with you, sir.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
A side note, today the Buccaneers inducted Rondé Barber into their Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Retired as number 20.
They were him and Tiki were in there as commentators.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and the Browns will be retiring and honoring Clay Matthews Sr. tonight in their Ring of Honor.
And then sleep for about 600 miles, 80 miles an hour.
I've got a new pre-Sunday habit I'm going to get into. I did it last night. I'm going to just start watching A Football Life Saturday nights before Sunday to get me really, really excited about Sunday. It worked. I watched the Thurman Thomas one last night, and I was
Thurman!
He was pumped
crying.
at that. He was
Love
pumped.
Thurman.
Dude, Thurman was my dude, man. Like,
Thurman was
He was
great
ready to prime the pump.
when he was able to find his helmet.
see, did you watch the show? Like, I mean, yeah, it's hilarious, but like,
You know what? Hey, with all due respect, the only reason I'm bitter with Buffalo is because they lost me money 4 years in a row.
yeah, I know.
They lost Bob money 4 years in a row too.
You know what? You know what was really fascinating, man? Because like in that era, right? You had Barry Sanders, Ezekiel Elliott. I'm an idiot. Emmett Smith and Thurman, right? So you had three.
Eric Dickerson. No, that was before. A little bit earlier.
That was a little bit before.
But
The
like
fact that
these
they got
three
manhandled. The fact that they got manhandled twice by the Cowboys.
yeah, the Cowboys. But see, this is the thing: is like the reason why everybody would put Emmett up there, like top, is because of those Super Bowl rings.
Right.
Like, Barry didn't get him, and Thurman didn't get him. Right.
Right.
Who was the better back out of all three of them?
Barry.
Really though?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Okay, so
Barry
the next-
was a human highlight reel that nobody could touch. Barry Sanders could take a 2-yard loss into a 30-yard gain in the snap of your fingers.
But if you look at – I bet you if you compare stats, though, just stats during the time frame, I bet you Thurman Thomas had better stats.
Maybe,
than
but Barry was the more talented back. The problem with Barry Sanders is he
this
played
was
on
the
bad
argument
teams.
on this show. The argument was that Thurman fit into that offense so
He
good.
did.
That's
Only
why.
that Thurman was able to run the ball and he was able to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Right.
He was a
Better than the
dual
other
power
two.
threat. Okay,
Right.
He was a dual threat. But the problem with Barry Sanders is the reason why I think he's better.
He
is
didn't
the
have
fact
anybody
that
around.
He played on shitty teams
He
his whole
played shitty
career.
teams.
Okay.
Right.
All right. If Barry had been on a good team, Barry would have had more yards than Emmitt Smith. He would have been considered the greatest back of all times if he played on good teams. But because he played on shitty teams, his stats
And he would have
suffered.
won a Super Bowl.
Yes. And he would have won a Super Bowl. You put Barry Sanders on the Bills, or you put Barry Sanders on the Cowboys in that era, he's the best back in the NFL.
No, because if he would have gone to Cowboys, I would have hated his ass.
Well, granted, but still, you can't deny that fact. Barry suffered because of the fact, and that's why he retired, because Detroit was so bad for so long. And they still are still bad to
Just
this day.
because they're a bad organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're undefeated
Yeah.
right now.
Well,
They are
Just
undefeated
like
right
the cars,
now.
just like the cars that they make. You know, Fords, found on road dead.
Yes.
Found on road dead.
Sorry, guys. Carry's on.
Fix or repair daily.
Carry's on. Carry.
Wait.
Gary?
Wait.
Gary.
No, Carry with a C.
What about it?
And I'm missing
What are you
it.
Underwood.
talking about?
I'm slacking.
Oh,
Underwood.
Underwood's on?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Singing
Really?
in my ear.
I'm slacking. I'm missing it.
I thought you said Gary was here.
But wasn't it?
Gary's still on?
Oh yeah, it's Bob the one that gets all chilled when she comes on.
Yeah, you noticed hey, Bob, you noticed the new promo has Joan Jett in it at the end?
No, I haven't even really been watching a whole lot of.
Yeah, so Joan Jett is joining Carrie Underwood in this promo.
Can we agree on one thing?
What's that?
Jason Wynn's a far better tight end than he was an announcer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Still, even after he decided, after he realized he wasn't an announcer, he's still better.
He had to go back. He had to go back to tight end so he could be relevant again.
Right. Well, not only that, but if you watch him, you can tell he is not. I mean, he's old. He plays it because when he caught that ball down on the sidelines today, he was not able to run out and run through it. He was struggling with how he was running. But as far as the mental thing is, he's got a good head on his shoulders, and that's got the advantage.
What are their other tight end options?
What's that?
What are their other tight end options?
They don't have any. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Right?
That's like when WWE starts getting a little boring or whatever, they bring back the old guys.
Like The Undertaker or John Cena. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Hey, Eric.
If they could bring him out of the grave, they would.
Katie says, how ironic is it that the Packers discovered their defense this season and let Matthews go? Clay Matthews is now playing for the Rams.
Yep.
Right.
Like that defense needed any more help.
I know, right? But how nice is it that Clay Matthews Jr. is in Cleveland tonight to see his father's number?
Don't they have Dexter Fowler, too?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They must have scheduled it that way.
It's football Sundays, so the more enjoyable part of it, not only watching the game, but going to Twitter and reading everybody bitching and whining.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Jen. How you doing, Jennifer?
Extremely entertaining.
Jennifer. I don't want to say Jen because she'll think I'm talking to Jen Nieto, but it's Jennifer from work.
Hi, Jennifer from work.
But yeah, I mean, Witten he's not as good as he used to be, but the Cowboys need him because of his leadership abilities and because he can still play a little bit in the clutch.
And you can never have enough future Hall of Famers, no matter what
Correct.
point in their career they are going to be at.
Correct.
I think he came back more to help get these guys up to speed.
Well, I think he came back to help Dak and Zeke
because they have Swain. Jeff Swain is not a bad tight end.
Right.
He just needs some seasoning and some guidance. You know?
Right.
But yeah, Witten doesn't need to play anything past this year. He just needed to get that taste out of his mouth from the announcement.
He needs to stay as far away from the broadcast booth as he possibly can once he finally retires. I'm just saying.
Matter of fact, stay down on the sideline, be the tight ends coach or something.
Be a tight ends coach or do something like that. Stay the hell away from the broadcast booth.
And stay out dancing with the stars.
Yes.
Hi, Blaine.
Did you see Sean Spicer's routine? His freaking act?
I did not. I could care less.
Oh my God!
I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. I don't care.
It was ridiculous, yo.
Even though Aaron is on there, I still don't watch that show.
I don't watch it either. I'm just saying.
Aaron who?
Burnett.
They'll show.
Aaron from Fox. Bob. Aaron from Fox.
Oh, Aaron Andrews.
Aaron Andrews. Sorry, yes, Aaron Andrews.
Okay.
Or is that?
I was going to say Aaron Burnett is on CNN.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not CNN.
That's ESPN.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, even though Aaron Andrews does that show, I could care less. I don't watch it. It's just terrible. It's god awful. Any reality show is just god awful.
What? It was cool in the beginning, but it just started getting old because you know what? The people that they bring on the show now, on the tournament now, they're not stars.
No. So let me ask you guys this: since we're on entertainment at this point,
who the fuck is Sean Spicer besides fucking Donald Trump's cockholster?
Let's walk away from this subject, Elliot. Okay, please. Thank you very much. Anyway, since we're on entertainment, I was going to change the subject. Who here has not seen Endgame? You guys haven't seen Endgame? Are you kidding me?
I haven't seen any of the Avengers movies.
I don't watch that stuff.
It's not my shit, dude. It's not my thing.
Yeah,
I
well,
want
Blaine, it's okay.
Slide PD and football.
It's the best, Blaine. Welcome. We don't even
It
know
is
what
the
we're
best,
talking
Blaine.
about.
Welcome.
We're talking about Avengers now. All of a sudden, we were talking about sports, but now we're talking about Avengers.
Yeah, well, then we're gonna go away from the Avengers because these guys don't know what we're talking about. So never mind, John. Well, you and I can talk about it some other time.
Hey, my intergalactical aspirations ended at ET.
Elliot.
I'm with you, Elliot.
Oh, burgers. Just a bunch of big old burgers.
So I told you guys I'm legal now in Florida.
In what way?
Hold on.
Weed.
Oh my God! NBC's doing a Bob Uecker intro about this game. He's doing a commentary. It's hilarious. Bob Uecker, Major League.
No, I know. I know who Bob Uecker is, dude. I grew up in the 80s, okay? Very, very familiar with it, but I'm like, I don't get the good.
That's a little bit outside.
Medical marijuana.
Oh, nice, Elliot. Nice.
You're a patient.
Congratulations, Elliot.
And here are my medicine bottles.
All righty then. Now, is it smokable or is it other?
Smoke the shit out of that, man.
Ooh, it is smokable. Ooh.
Bud.
Doing it legal. He cannot be arrested for possession.
That's called Dutch Hawaiian.
Okay.
That's the string.
See, this is weird, man, because like I don't drink anymore. I've never really smoked, but I don't understand why that shit's illegal. I mean, it's like this. You know what weed makes you do? Like in the famous words of Dennis Leary, it makes you build shit.
Yeah,
you want to build bongs. Like that's the extent of what are you going to do? Let's go pig out on some food or build something.
It's not a gateway.
Donuts and raid Subway.
He calls it, John.
It's a fucking refrigerator is what it is.
No, John. What he says, it's a gateway to carpentry is what he calls it.
Yeah, it's a gateway,
to carpentry is what it is.
Right.
All right. What the hell's wrong with smoking a joint? Smoking a joint, watching TV, and falling fucking asleep in your chair. That's what it is.
Yeah. Eating a Twinkie. No, masturbating and eating a Twinkie.
I think John would even consider trying this one.
How about this one?
White Buffalo. Yeah.
White Buffalo, baby.
At one time, I built a bowl out of a kazoo, a socket, a screen out of the sink, and Mickey Mouse Band-Aids.
Yes, well, I used to make them out of Pepsi cans. So I mean, it was great.
Oh, speaking of stand-up, if you guys want to see something absolutely hilarious, Bill Burr's new comedy on Netflix.
Really?
Freaking like pee your pants.
Okay,
funny.
I'll have to watch it.
First half of it, I literally couldn't breathe. I was laughing so much.
And Disney has released the titles that'll be available on their new Disney Plus in November, and it's the entire Disney catalog. Oh my God, you would never go without being able watching something good.
Disney, including Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars. Marvel Universe,
Mandalorian armor, man. That's all I'm worried about.
Mandalorian which is going to be a new series.
Looks great. I've seen.
Star Wars, Marvel Universe, all the Disney movies are going to be there, including shows like God, what can't I think of? Pirates of the Caribbean movies. All that stuff is going to be available on Disney.
Finding Nemo. That's all you need, man.
Right? Exactly.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
L.A.
Confidential.
L.A. Confidential.
That's the stuff that Snoop and all of them on the West Coast be smoking.
So how much is that in ounce wise? Like what is it?
This is an eighth.
Okay. So how much does that cost?
It depends on the strain.
What's your average? Like
anywhere from 33 to 53.
So it's a little bit.
That's what it costs on the street too. So it's all good, right?
Yeah,
well, street would be a little bit lower.
Less on the street, but you know what? What I noticed is that when you get stuff off the street, it's either already dry or it dries up so fast that you have to smoke it to keep smoking so you just stay hot. This stuff here, I take one hit 2 hours later, I'm still waiting.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I could go through a 20 over here in like a day. One of these will last me like a week.
So it's because it's commercial grade is what it is. I mean, basically,
It's because it's made under the proper setting.
Yeah.
And
They spent a lot of money on them lights.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Hydroponics are top of the line.
Yes, they are.
My dad, he lives in this little small town in southern Ontario, and weed's legal up here. But the big thing up here is getting all these companies. They've gone public, and there's a weed plant like behind my dad's house, and all you smell in the air is just weed, like just the entire town. And people are like, "Oh yeah, we don't mind the smell at all." Like just you drive everywhere in the town. It's just
I just noticed.
No, you get a contact high from it. That's why.
Yeah, man.
I just noticed that on their labeling, they put this strain down as GSC. It's actually Girl Scout cookies. Gee, I guess they didn't want to piss off a bunch of Girl Scouts, huh? GSC, right on.
Which that's probably what it makes you want to do is go eat Girl Scout cookies.
There you go.
Yeah, they're very browny.
Very browny.
And I got another strain called 9 Pound Hammer.
Oh, geez, here we go with the penalties already. Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, you're starting with penalties already?
Yeah, freaking false.
Oh, yes. Fucking
False
third and
start.
18. Oh, another flag. They ain't done throwing yellow yet.
It's going to be 2nd and 18 as opposed to 2nd and 13.
They ain't done throwing their yellow yet. Yeah, so I got away from all these are loaners right now, the lenses, because I've got lenses coming that have transition. And
Did you guys not notice Elliot's new gear in his mouth?
Fancy.
Excellent.
Yes, he looks
I
very
can smile again.
Smile again, yes.
Freely. And I even changed my glasses. They almost look like John's.
Yeah, man, I gotta get new glasses, man. Like these are just a wreck. I can't even see out of them. So bad.
Yeah, I've decided to jump off the thin frame. I need the big one now. Got to cover more area.
Jiminy Christmas, come on, guys. Damn it.
Okay, I guess that's about showtime, ain't it? Now that Scott's starting to get pissed off.
Oh.
Dude, didn't me and Elliot say this like weeks ago? Overrated.
Didn't I
All
say,
on paper, they sound.
Didn't I say months ago, don't tell me, show me, and I'm not on the bandwagon. I'm not on the hype machine. I've never been on.
Oh, look at that bounce. Oh, they got a good bounce. Good for them.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow. The only saving grace on this team is its defense. Let's see how the defense does against Jared Goff and the boys. Oh, hey, Jody. Jody Leggett in the house. I think it's Wolverine for life. I'm not sure, Bob. I don't know. Jody Leggett.
Yes.
Wolverine for life?
I think so. I recognize that name for sure.
Yeah, Jody needs it's got one of the other guys that we met back in the day.
Oh yeah.
In chat.
Oh, you're talking to us. I don't know.
Yeah. Jody Leggett. Jody, are you Wolverine for life or are you somebody else? Tell me. Come on, Jody, you can tell me.
I think so. That makes
Baby Shark.
How about the Wisconsin Badgers giving the Michigan Wolverines a served? Did you see that yesterday, Bob?
Starting now on Amazon Music.
Amazon Music.
John started it.
Amazon Music. What?
John started it.
How did John?
Oh, Baby Shark. It's coming.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. I'll mute you. I don't want to hear it.
Oh.
That fucking hurt. See a fucking Gator fan now?
Alexa, stop.
I hate you guys.
You don't have
John
kids,
started
man. Okay? That makes my kid's day when he hears that. And then he goes and gets into plants and digs dirt up and puts it all over his grandparents'
Yes, exactly.
white couches. They were really happy about that. I can't tell you how happy they were about it.
I went to a birthday party yesterday. I had to get this little plush thing of Baby Shark, and you squeeze it, and it played the song.
Throw him on the Cooper Cup.
That is annoying as hell, that song.
Kids love it.
Oh, just as a reminder, bye week start next week.
Yes, I know, and I got my quarterback on bye, so I got to pick up a quarterback somewhere.
You should pick up a quarterback anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
One?
Who you got? Just Garoppolo?
I've got Garoppolo and Breeze on the bench because he's injured.
Well, let's make a deal, buddy.
Who you got?
I got Josh Allen and I got Matt Ryan.
Stay away from Matt Ryan. Huh?
Yeah, I don't want. I know, and I wouldn't want to deprive you of
Matt
Josh.
Ryan got me points, man.
I
It's
wouldn't-
not
I
the
would-
win-loss. Look at the points, man. He gets you points.
Yeah, I wouldn't
He
want
throws it to
deprive you.
Julio.
He also leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah.
Well, it's Matt Ryan.
So I'm sitting here going, out of my 3 leagues, my quarterbacks are, I had Matt Ryan, who leads the league in interceptions, Drew Brees, and Roethlisberger. I changed my team name in one of my leagues, my one that I'm in with all my drivers. I was one of the few people in the league that had a backup quarterback. I had Breeze and Roethlisberger.
Brett,
I changed
you've got
my
the
name
quarterback.
to I hate fantasy football.
Yeah,
Is
Brett.
my team name.
If you're willing to deal with Drew Brees, I mean not Drew Brees, but Rivers. Look at what I have on my roster and make me an offer if you're willing to deal.
You're the one who needs the quarterback. You make the offer.
I'll have to look at it. I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, if you want Deshaun Watson, I'll listen.
I got nobody you want except maybe McCaffrey.
No,
Who got your big points?
You know what?
Keenan Allen, right?
I like Garoppolo.
Keenan Allen. Yeah, but you like Garoppolo. I like Garoppolo too, but I got Keenan Allen. I got McCaffrey. Those are my 2 big hitters right now. So
Remember I told you the other day, right before I dealt Barkley,
Pass interference. Wow.
I told you sometimes you take those top picks and you flip them for a couple 2 or 3 good players because that's the price they command. I got Barkley for a fucking song and dance base. I mean, I
gave up Barkley for a song and dance is what you're
for
saying.
a song and dance.
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
gave him a pay.
Defense pitches a 3 and out. I like that
Dude,
shit.
I got Dalvin Cook out the deal.
Who's like the top 3 running back right now?
Right?
Cooper Kupp and
which is doing well.
and Tyler Lockett.
Yep.
You know?
Lockett had a good game today.
Yeah, but I traded him already too. I traded him for Julian Edelman.
Who got injured today?
He'll be back.
Okay.
He'll be back. If anybody's interested, I'm taking offers. I know John's not interested, but I'm taking offers for Sony Michel as well.
John hates the Patriots.
Sony.
Or Sony Mitchell.
Gentlemen,
I don't want Joni Mitchell.
as much fun as I'm having, and as much fun as you guys would have living through my misery, I'm going to have to close up the shop tonight because I'm going to get back in.
Yeah, he wants to go cry on his own right now.
Yeah, man. He's got that bourbon. He's got that bourbon ready.
Crying at my bourbon and I'm watching my Browns get spanked by
Make sure he's got his
Just
Kleenex right.
come over to the Bills fandom, buddy. Come on over. Come over to Mafia.
No.
We accept you, man.
No.
We circle the wagons.
I am
Make sure
staying.
you have that Kleenex box on your TV tray.
No, it's over here. It's right here. I've got it.
Keep it close.
Yep, I'll keep it close. We're going to close it up for the night, folks. Thank you. Thanks all that joined
I
us.
got mine too.
We are the Sports Nerds. Congratulations to John Olson for the 3-0 Buffalo Bills. The Trail Rebels are world champions. That is the truth.
Oh, wait a minute. That means my 49ers are 3-0, right?
And the 49ers are 3-0. Exactly. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are 0-3, and the Browns are ahead of them in the standings and still will be even if they lose tonight. So there you go, Bob. Anyway.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Pittsburgh has the same record as Miami.
There you go. There you go.
And they're going to be favored whenever we have to go play at them, too, probably.
On behalf of my co-hosts, Ken Kosla, who had to leave early, Bob the Beerman Pizer, John G. Olson, or John Go, Elliot Biggie Lamba. We are the Sports Nerds. I am Scott. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining. And we are out. Stream is over.
And shut it down now.